All right, girls, this is for page 75 in the activity book. So we're going to start up here. It says, relate how mutations cause variation. So that's just that means to tell how the two are related. So mutations, they just want a definition. So I copied the definition out of the book. A permanent change in the order, sequence means order of the DNA in a gene. And I found that on page 287, paragraph 7. Mutations cause variations. Variations are little. The word slight means little. Differences in the inherited traits among individual members of a species. And I copied that because it was a definition from page 288, paragraph 1. And a species is just a group of a group of the same organisms and they have to be the same organisms in order for them to be able to produce offspring. So humans, even though we have little differences between us, we can all have offspring. But like you can't mix a fish and a frog because they're different species. So mutations are what cause variations. The next one was define an adaptation. I found this on page 288, paragraph 3, and it was a definition. So Miss Natasha wrote what was in the book. I copied what was in the book. An inherited trait that helps a species survive in its environment, and its environment means where it lives, okay? The assess. This actually wasn't in the book. You had to think about this. Assess how the variations in draft fur patterns can serve as adaptations. So here's a different way of asking that question. How does having spots help drafts survive better in their environment? And having spots or having different kind of spots or having a pattern of spots is a variation because all of the drafts don't have the same spots in the same places. They all have spots, but the way the spots are in their fur is a little bit different. So the answer to this was having spots makes the draft harder to see so they can survive better. Another way to say that is having spots helps them blend in, and if they blend in, the predators can't see them, and if the predators can't see them, the predators don't eat them and they live longer. So there's a whole bunch of different ways to answer this question, but what you really needed to be able to show me that you know is that having spots helps them blend in, and blending in helps them survive better. All right, so this was on page 298, figure 9. And it wanted you to characterize. So basically it wanted you to describe or tell the most important parts about the process of natural selection. So this was the chart, the figure or the picture that was on page 289. And in class, Miss Natasha gave you these 4 words and you had to try to put those 4 words in a box. So the answer should be variations help organisms survive or live. And if they live, that allows them to compete better. Compete means fight. So they can fight for food, they can fight for a place to live or shelter, and they can live longer. And if they compete, if they can beat other organisms and they live longer, that allows them to reproduce. And reproduce means they get to pass their traits to their offspring. All right, girls, that is all for page 75.